Toyota makes a major investment right here in America. The automaker is announcing a record $1.25 billion investment in its largest plant in Georgetown, Kentucky, to produce next-generation vehicles. The move, part of Toyota's $10 billion plan to invest here in the U.S. over the next 5 years. And joining us right now in a First on Fox interview, Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin and President of Toyota Motor Manufacturer, Will James. Gentlemen, it's good to have you on the program. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Maria.
Good morning.
Mr. James, let me kick it off with you. Why invest in America now? Give us your sense of why you're making this big investment today in America.
Well, actually, this investment is just a continuation to commitment that Akio Toyota made for a $10 billion investment over the next 5 years. And it's really a compliment, I think, to us here in Kentucky to be able to start with this. By the way, this is Toyota's largest manufacturing plant in the world. But to be able to start with this because this is the home of the best-selling car in America, the Camry, and we'll be starting this new TNGA platform here in Kentucky with the 2018 Camry.
Yeah, this is a big deal, Governor. How important is this for your state?
It is. This is huge. It really is. Toyota, we're blessed by the fact Toyota employs more than 8,000 people here in Kentucky already. Significant producer. They've attracted literally well over 100 other companies that have come here literally as peripheral players to them. And what a lot of people don't realize, with all the talk about companies that are here, there, or wherever, and products that are made here, there, and ever, and lots of talk about cross-border taxes and things of this sort, the most American-made car in the United States is the Toyota Camry, made here in Kentucky. It is the most American-made car in the world.
Yeah,
and we are very fortunate by this investment.
For sure. And obviously, that's why this is such a big deal for Kentucky and for the country. But, Mr. James, let me ask you about the conversation that we're all having today, and that is about this tax reform package and the possibility of a border adjustment tax. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, I'll let the experts talk about those types of things, but really, for us here in Georgetown,
this is a big deal for you. This is a big deal for Toyota and all automakers that are bringing product into the United States. So this is not just a little thing. I recognize your announcement today is an important step for your expansion plan and for the state of Kentucky, but a border adjustment tax is going to cost you money.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think we've been very clear about our concerns in that arena. But our focus really today is to talk about what we're trying to do here in Georgetown, trying to position this plant to be in a position to be able to take more product in the future and to be able to keep good, high-paying jobs here in the state and in many of our plants, all of our plants actually, across America.
Right. And we understand that, and that's why we're having you on the program today and talking about this very important story. What we're also trying to understand is the impact of a border adjustment tax. Can you walk us through what the impact would be on business today? Being a business leader yourself, and you're watching, I mean, you've got parts that go into cars that might cross the border, what, 6 or 7 times, right?
I think a very general answer that I can give you is very quickly we've kind of estimated that the border adjustment tax could potentially add an additional $1,000 on the top of our Camry, and that cost will be passed on to consumers. So we see that as a negative from the point of view of increasing the cost of products to customers.
Okay.
So, Will,
thank you for that.
Can you explain to us to what extent is this decision that you're making tied to the new administration, the promises it's made on tax reform, on regulatory reform? Is this being driven by the Trump agenda or something else? And if it's something else, what is the something else?
Well, you know, for us in Toyota, this is not the first investment that we've made. You know, a couple of years ago, we bought the Lexus product over from Japan. That was a $650 million. Well, that was a $375 million investment. Most recently, you know, we've started in preparation for this new generation Camry, hired an additional 700 people over the last year in preparation for that. So although this is our largest individual investment for us here in Georgetown, this is not the only significant investment that we've made. So this is just a part of the continuation of the investment program that we've typically had in place. And we said, Akio Toyota said, that we would be investing $10 billion over the next 5 years to introduce the TNGA program across our plants. And this is the first step.
Governor, you've got to be thrilled about this.
I think this is a compliment to
Real quick.
I am. I mean, it's a compliment to those in Kentucky that are already here, the employees that are here, the quality of the workforce, the fact that Kentucky is the hub of engineering and manufacturing in the country, and that is only continuing to grow with significant investments like this from Toyota. Yeah, you guys are going to put a lot of people to work, that's for sure. Governor and Mr. James, good to see you both. Thanks very much, gentlemen. Thank you.
You.
We will see you soon. Governor Bevin, Will James. We'll be